Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my traveler's notebook. I have a picture of my adorable niece, and I wanted to document her first swim with us, so of course it goes in my traveler's notebook. I also want to be using some of my Gossamer blue paper that I get in my traveler's notebook kit, so I decide on using this one with some little butterflies. And I'm trimming it down slightly smaller than usual. I did that on purpose because I wanted a white border around my pattern paper. Once I like the size, I'm going to stick it down. And then of course I'm going to go through my scraps and start layering my picture. As you guys know, I love to use my scraps in my traveler's notebook. It's a great way to get rid of your scraps. And if you guys use your scraps in your traveler's notebook, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram. Use the hashtag #ScrapMyScraps. I almost check it daily because I like to see what you guys come up with. But going back to my little layout, I will start going through my pattern paper, and I really want to add some black and white because you guys know I love black and white with yellow. It just warms my heart. I don't know what it is. So I find this striped black and white pattern paper. I decide to use it as a kind of background for my picture. And then I will start going through the rest of my papers to kind of figure out how I want to layer my picture. So I don't know if this happens to you, but when you are layering and you like how the layers look, you start removing the layers to stick them down and you don't get the same look you had before. So I used to take pictures because I forget literally within seconds, but that still didn't really work for me. So I've decided to start using my tiny attacher. Just staple them together, 1-2 staples, and then start sticking the layers down. And actually the staples give another texture to your layers, which is great. And you still have the layers that you wanted from the get-go. I'm really happy with this little technique that I'm doing lately. It's helped me out tremendously. I'm going to start working on the other side of my page and decide I'm going to use one of my Feed Your Craft flat packs. Now I love these flat packs for traveler's notebooks because obviously they're flat and they have the cutest cards and tags. You just have a lot of options and choices. So I decide on this little card that says "Little Moments Make Life Big," and that tag with some yellow and teal so it matches with my layout. I also end up using one of those circles that was in the flat pack on my layout, and I'm just going to put them aside until I decide on which one. But I still want to add that blue to the left side of my page, so I decided to go through my flowers, and I find a flower that matches perfectly. Literally, it was just made for this layout. And of course, I'm gonna go for it and I will add it right next to my picture. And when you're a very indecisive kind of person like me, you decide to shift things around again. And that's why I have a love relationship with my tape runners. They are perfect because you can remove things easily, but it's strong enough to keep your layers in place. That's why I love this tape runner. But back to my layout, I will be going through some embellishments. I don't add a lot. I found this little bumblebee that works really nicely with the colors. And because my little niece is so adorable, a bumblebee is the cutest thing. Not in real life, but that little sticker is really cute. So I'm just gonna start adding more embellishments to my layers and making it really cute. But on the other side, I decide to stamp, and I want to keep it subtle. So I'm going to go with my Feed Your Craft stamps, and I decide to use this stamp that says, this one's for the books, I believe. And I'm going to be using this little stamp pad that I saw on one of Amy Tangerine's YouTube videos, and she swore by this pad. So of course, anything that makes my stamps look better, I will go out and buy it. So of course I bought myself one, and I'm really happy with my purchase. Thank you, Amy. And I decided to use yellow as my ink, or for my ink, but I noticed there was something wrong with my stamp, and I thought it was from the ink. But then when I came to clean my stamp, I noticed that it had a little piece of paper in between my letters, and that's why my stamp didn't turn out so nicely. But as you guys know, I don't look for perfection when I'm creating. There's no such thing as perfect. And of course, I will not redo a single thing. So I keep it. I'm going to staple my card and tag. I will also punch a hole in that tag and add some twine. So something I like to do when I add twine to my layout is to add tape to one side, and that way it keeps it in place, and I like that. But I think I'm done, and then I look at my layout and I feel like it's missing something. So I'm gonna grab another stamp from my Feed Your Craft stamps that says Breathe the Wild Air, and I'm just gonna stamp that out in black right under my tag. And I felt like it just finished that side. It just added that black to the other side. And of course, I'm gonna grab my crystal drops and add some black drops here and there. And you'll see actually when I start using my crystal drops, it had like a bubble in there, so it kind of went all over the place. It's really hard to get it off, but I just go ahead and add the little crystal drops right on top of it, and it looks fine. But anyway, I believe I'm done with my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.